Welcome back, everyone. Today's drink is brought to you by our sponsor, Columbus Barrel Co. We're going to be making a Sazerac, which is my personal favorite. It is considered the second oldest cocktail, just behind the Old Fashioned. You don't see it on menus very often. If you do, I say get it. But if they don't have it on the menu, they probably don't know how to make it. Doesn't mean you can't. So we're going to go ahead and start this out. Traditionally, it comes with a rye. Before people moved over to the rye, it was with cognac. We're going to give you a massive tip today, massive tip, and it's going to be both of these. We're going to mix the cognac and the rye, and of course the Peychaud's bitters. You can't have a Sazerac without it. So we'll start out with 1.5 ounces of rye in this glass. This will not be the glass that we drink out of. Okay, so we'll do 1.5 ounces of rye. The glass we're drinking out of is currently in the freezer, staying chilly. So after we pour that in, we're going to put in the 1/2 ounce of cognac. We're going to go with the Hennessy, because why not? So 1/2 ounce. Pour that in there. Next, we're going to do 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. So let's make that here. Obviously, you can always feel free to use a sugar cube and put the bitters on that, but this is just simpler and more consistent. So don't be bad or mad if you switch and go with the simple syrup, not less fancy. So next we're going to go, like I said, the Peychaud's. This is the end-all be-all for the Sazerac. Must use. This is the only bitters you use in the Sazerac. Perfectly fine. So we'll do 3 pow pow pow. I like that nice red color in there. If you use too much, it's going to be a little more red. If you don't use enough, you just lose a little bit of the redness. It's kind of up to your choice. Next is going to be the Angostura Aromatics. Let's do 1 dash of that. So again, 1 dash of that with the 3 dashes of the Peychaud's. All right, now we're going to put an ice cube in there. And we'll start stirring this up. Again, as I mentioned, this drink will be served in a chilled glass. Ice cube will not be in there, so it's really important that you give this a little extra time to really get the drink chilled, because we're not going to serve that ice cube in there, all right? So that's going to be something that we hit. Keep that going. Beautiful. We're going to move this to the side, and we're going to get to the last drink item that you see in front of you, which is going to be this absinthe. This is Copper and King's absinthe, made out of Louisville, Kentucky. Really good stuff. If you see it, I highly recommend. So we'll move this to the side while I get the chilled glass out. It's going to be right here. So with the absinthe, you're not really drinking it. I think the first couple times I ever had a Sazerac and fell in love with it, I didn't know. I just assumed the absinthe was in it. And then as I started making it, I realized, oh, you really taste it, but you taste with your nose. So we're going to give it a rinse. What's that mean? You just put a little bit in there and you're going to walk it down the wall of the glass. If you want to use an atomizer, it's simpler, it's easy. It's a spritz. Basically, you spray it in there. Most people probably don't have it, so I figured we'll just do it this way. Beautiful. And then we dump it out. Don't actually drink the absinthe in there. So next, strain it in the glass that we'll be drinking out of. It's about the right line. You want to go about 1/3 of the glass. And then finally, you can end it right there. I like to put a little lemon on there, get a little lemon zest. And we're gonna make it look pretty also. So not only are we gonna grab this, turn it, some flavor in there, run it all around. Might as well trim it up and make it look pretty. Oh, it didn't go deep enough for that cut. There we go. All right, so that's looking a little prettier. We're gonna drop that in. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. She's a beaut, Clark. Cheers.